Okay, so on this one, we are wanting to solve an x squared equation. So how do you solve an x squared equation? Well, basically you identify a, b, and c. This is a, the number in front of x squared. This is b, the next number. This is c. Then you plug them into the quadratic formula. Let me write out the quadratic formula here. It is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared is plus or minus 4ac all over 2a, like so. And so then we get negative plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. So let me plug them in. A, so negative b plus minus square root of b squared. So I'm just plugging in the b here. Minus 4 times a times c, which a is 2, times c, which is negative 4 all over 2a, like that. So you just plug them in and then work it out. So what becomes of that? Well, now that's going to be negative 2 plus or minus the square root. So what's that going to be? That's going to be 2 squared, which is 4. Now watch here. The signs are important. See how this is negative times positive times negative. So when you multiply those three things together, they're all multiplying together, right? Just count your minus signs. 2 minuses is plus, huh? So that's going to be plus. And then just take your calculator. 4 times 2 times 4, be 32. Over 2 times 2 is 4 on the bottom. And so keep going. Let's simplify this thing. Minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 36 all over 4. And what's that? Minus 2 plus minus. And what's the square root of 36? It's just 6. So, and the root's gone, isn't it? Remember, when you square root a number, when a number is rootable, like square root of 25 or square root of 9 becomes 3, no more root. So square root of 36 is 6, no more. When the root does his job, he vanishes, right? So now we've got 2, and we get this plus or minus. So we go ahead and do those two options. We got negative 2 plus 6 over 4, or negative 2 minus 6 over 4. We have to break up the two different options. A plus or minus there in the middle meant two different options. So what are those? Well, those are going to be negative 2 plus 6. That's 4 over 4, which is 1. This one is negative 8 over 4, which is 2. So the answers, negative 2. Negative 2. So 1 and negative 2. So the overall answer to the question, 1, 8. I want you to put a comma between them like that. No parentheses. It's not graphing. It's not a graphing point. It's just those two answers. You can put them in either order. You can put the negative 2 first and the 1. It doesn't really matter. Those are the two answers with a comma in between them. And so up here, they want you to say, yes, it has a real solution. And, no, I'm sorry. It wanted the lower one. No, yeah, let me mention this, guys. You might not have noticed this right here. See how it says x1 is less than? That means it wants the lower one first and then the higher one. So which one's lower? The negative 2 is lower, right? Negative numbers are lower than positive. So it wants you to put the lower one first and then the higher one. That's what they're saying right here. x1 less than x2, x1 first, then x2. So no comma, never mind about that comma stuff. Just put the lower one first, the negative 2, and then the higher one, like that. There we go.